Mr. Khoshcheshm, is this one of those pinpricks that Tehran wants to inflict as in terms of creating a precedent, or is there something substantive that Tehran wants to get out of this case?
Of course, Iran hopes that international bodies that are responsible for this issue would step in to stop the U.S. cruel sanctions against the Iranian nation, especially the sanctions on Iranian food and medical supplies, as we are still engaged in a fight against the coronavirus outbreak. Let's remember that any kind of action taken to the ICC when there is a dispute and a file is complained, the ICC is duty-bound to put that action under dispute to a pause until a final verdict. But in this case, they only did half of it. I mean, they ordered the United States to stop not all sanctions, but only the sanctions on humanitarian items and goods that include food supplies and medical supplies. That's not, of course, satisfactory, especially considering that the U.S. has been defying the ICC call, even though it's not been a complete verdict and a ruling that was favored by Iran. Still, the U.S. is defying the ICC rule, and it should be taken, of course, to account for its violation of their ruling, since they have not allowed any kind of food supply or medical supplies to Iran, even though they are raising claims that they are working on the Suez Channel to send, to allow Iran to use its own money to supply medical supplies and food. Still, we are witnessing that Iran's money has been frozen abroad in a number of countries, including the friendly countries, only because of the U.S. pressures, and they are not high to let Iran know that they are adamant to Iranian calls to release the funds. So